What's up, Ravens? Welcome to this edition of ONW Now. I'm Ashlyn Cooper alongside Drew Higgins.
This week, we've got a short segment featuring a recap of Homecoming Week, the second episode of Athlete of the Week, and a sports roundup from your game day anchors. Let's get bussin'.
With COVID putting restrictions on the homecoming dance, Stuco and many other planning groups have done their best to make it as normal as possible. Let's take it to Blake Woolery to look at the recap of homecoming festivities.
Homecoming week has Spirit Days Wednesday through Tuesday, which is different than usual. We also have a homecoming court and a virtual assembly that RFC is planning. And then Raven Service Club planned a fun run as well. There's a blood drive happening this week as well. And then we will have like a coronation ceremony at the soccer game Tuesday. So the Spirit Week doesn't have one cohesive theme because that's pretty hard to do, but the theme of like homecoming is out with the old and with the new. And if you look at the English and history pods, you'll see decorations done by our class committees. The new age that I was kind of talking about is I definitely, and I'm not alone in this, sense a new feeling of hope as people are able to get vaccinated or they're able to start traveling more or they feel like life might start getting normal again. So just kind of returning to what it was over a year ago is kind of that new beginning that I think we wanted to encompass. This homecoming week was hard to plan, and I know it didn't go in the direction that a lot of Stuco members wanted, and I know it doesn't live up to the expectations of the student body as a whole for what homecoming weeks have been in the past, but I'm really, really proud of what we've done, even if not everyone even knows it's happening, because at the end of the day, we did the very best we could with the situation we were given, and I'm excited to see it through.
So the Spirit Week, of course, it's not as big as what we normally do, but it's something, and we're just trying to give as much as we can, and so we hope to just kind of enliven the school and unite them through showing their spirit.
A lot of the things that we do for Homecoming Week can be pretty safely distanced, and by August of next year, things will be different enough that I think it'll be able to go back to normal.
I think there is a high possibility of having a dance next year. If we are on the path that we're going with the whole recovery process, as I guess you could say, for COVID, I think there's a big possibility of having a dance, yeah.
Can't wait to see a homecoming dance next year. And I'm glad to see that we're encouraging school spirit. And congrats to Josh Burton and Olivia Garza on winning homecoming king and queen. Also congrats to freshman court Amelia Vellante and Roar Gardner, sophomore court Simone Hood and Noah Conover, junior court Brooke Burris and Grant McKeever.
We are continuing our new segment, Athlete of the Week, where we feature varsity players from different sports around ONW. This week, we're sliding into what game day looks like for varsity softball player Maddie O'Farrell.
I am Maddie O'Farrell, and I play center field and catcher for the varsity team. On the day of a game, I don't eat breakfast, so, well, we have like a team dinner before like we go over to play, but pretty much we just like, we kind of jam out to our music on the way to the games and like before we play, so that's like how, and then our warm-ups. I don't prepare differently depending on the opponent. We just treat everybody the same. The toughest or the like least toughest competition, we treat everybody the same. I do plan on playing in college, and I'll be playing at Missouri S&T. A typical day for me, I get up around 6:45, and then I get ready for school, and I leave my house by 7:15. And then I come to school and go through all my classes, and I have work release, so I go home and eat another meal before I come back to school for the game. My favorite thing about playing softball is like meeting new people and just getting to play with people that share the same love for the game that I do.
Now let's toss it to game day to get the latest news on ONW sports.
What's up, Ravens? Welcome to Game Day. I'm Ethan Moore alongside Ashley Gable. We got a lot of sports to cover today, so let's get right into it.
Yesterday, our boys golf team traveled to Deer Creek to start their Sunflower League season, placing second overall. The team finished with a score of 321, led by freshman Jake Connolly, with scoring 79. The boys' next tournament is April 19th at 1 p.m. at Sunflower Hills.
Yesterday, our boys tennis team traveled to Crossover Tennis Center for a varsity quad to play against Shawnee Heights High School, Topeka High School, and Topeka West High School. Singles players Dalton Medina and Troy Sanson unfortunately lost to Shawnee Heights but ended up beating Topeka West and Topeka High. The doubles duo of Shane McIntosh and Nick Ogren started the day 2-0 but ended up losing a tiebreaker to the duo from Topeka West. The team finished 2-1 on the afternoon and came away with a second place finish. The boys tennis team plays again today at 3 p.m. at CVAC in another varsity quad against Lawrence Free State, Manhattan, and Olathe South.
Last night, our baseball team went 7-2 against Lawrence Free State and got the ball rolling in the first inning with Ethan Kemp hitting a solo home run. Braden Robinson was HBP and Zach Brink doubled him in. Camden McKernan drove Brink in to get 3 runs. Olathe Northwest Ravens varsity scored 4 runs in the second inning. Brady Robinson, Zach Brink, Camden McKernan, and Bryce Johnson all contributed to the big innings with RBIs. Good luck to our boys as they played Thursday at the 15th at 5:30 at CVAC against Olathe East.
On Tuesday, our Lady Ravens softball team traveled to Lawrence High School to play against Lawrence. Junior Maddie Wyatt pitched 4 innings before turning the ball over to sophomore Lily Fisher. Senior Allie Kukowski went 2-3 on the night with a triple and an RBI. Senior Maddie O'Farrell went 3-5 with a triple, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. Freshman Kendall Yarnell kept her hot streak, going 3-5 on the night with a triple and 3 RBIs. Lastly, sophomore Claire Lopez ended the game with a bases-loaded triple, which drove in 3 runs. The Lady Ravens play their first game in the varsity Sunflower Tournament on Friday at 3:30 p.m. at Shawnee Mission Softball Complex against Holton High School.
Last night, our Lady Ravens soccer team faced off against Shawnee Mission West. The girls started off strong in the first half, looking to attack on the offense end, but unfortunately they gave up 2 goals and trailed the Vikings 2-0 at the half. ONW did put up 1 in the back of the net in the second half, but the girls fell short 3-1. The girls are back at it Thursday at Shawnee Mission South at 7 p.m.
Well, that's it for Game Day Ravens. Now back to the desk.
Our 2021 seniors have only a month until they graduate, and they are just now getting the most out of their senior year. Cooper Boyer and Brooke Cunningham have the story.
Scratch it. Our 2021 seniors missed out on a lot of opportunities due to the pandemic. This week, we sat down with a handful of seniors about their high school experiences and what legacy they want to leave behind.
My name is Emma Code. Megan Berg.
Grayson Walker.
Ben Gudikins.
Gentry Bolin.
Cole Williamson.
I was really nervous about classes and like how they were going to be, because like in middle school, every teacher's like, oh, high school's going to be so rough for you if you don't study. And
Like the size of the school, trying to find my classes, having people that are much older.
Making friends and playing sports, kind of the stupid stuff that didn't really matter.
Nothing. I wasn't nervous at all.
With high school bringing so many different challenges for everyone, we asked how each individual faced some of these challenges.
some of my biggest challenges was really just like getting involved at first, because when I first started, I was like a t-shirt collector, as I like to say. Like I wanted to be in everything because I wanted to feel like I was representing my school. But I kind of overcommitted my time, and I overcame that challenge.
College biology was a very hard class that I took my junior year.
Probably pre-calc, it was just super hard.
Creating a work ethic and studying for tests and stuff like that, I never, until probably last year, I never really had anything like that. I would just breeze through tests and stuff, and then once you got to junior year, you're like, oh, I have to actually start studying now.
I kind of regret like holding back on being myself for so long, because I feel like for the longest time I was a people pleaser and trying to be somebody that I wasn't. And like I said, like in the last year or so, I've really just stopped caring, and if people thought I was crazy, then that's fine with me.
I regret not trying everything out in the beginning and kind of pushing it off until junior and senior year.
No. No regrets.
I'm looking forward to travel. I want to travel a lot over the summers.
Having a new chapter in my life. I get to go somewhere new, someplace I've never lived, and just go meet new people.
I want to leave a legacy at ONW just to really help younger people be themselves. I think it's important that we stay as a unified school, and as Ravens, we're nice to each other, and I think that's an important legacy for people to continue to leave so that people continue to follow it.
For ONW Now, this has been Cooper Boyer.
Interested in civic duty, volunteering, political campaigning, and experiencing new political ideologies? Come to the Flex Theater at 3:15 on April 27th to learn more about the ONW Civic Engagement Club. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask Avery Harker or Kylie Davis.
Thanks for popping in, Ravens. Make sure to check out our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter at ONW Raven Daily and our website, theravendaily.com.
For Ashlyn Cooper and the rest of the Convergence team, this has been Drew Higgins. I'm peacing.